Hey guys, this video is going to cover two topics that are tangentially related to each other. The first is why Seris is a bad support champion in Paladins, and the second is why I absolutely hate Seris and wish she could just go burn in a hole and never show up in the game ever again. On that happy note, let's get started. So first, here's a little bit about me. I'm Walnut Yellow, and I'm a support main in Ranked. I'm currently Diamond 2, and I'm hoping to reach Masters soon. I stream on Twitch, and I make YouTube videos for your viewing pleasure. Being a support main, I'm familiar with all of the support champions. My favorites are Damba, Grover, and Pip, and I'm making this video because I see a lot of newer players or players in lower ranks picking Seris over better supports. I've had the Seris is bad argument many times in voice chat, text chat, Discord, Reddit, YouTube comments, and I'm honestly getting a little tired of repeating myself, so I'm making this video to clarify why exactly Seris is a bad champion and why you should not play her. Okay, let's look at Seris's kit. Her heal is probably the easiest support ability to use in the game, and it heals for a lot of healing. She is the healer in Paladins. Whoever you use this ability on will literally not die, at least until Cauterized comes online. She has a very basic weapon that struggles to hit anything outside of short range, but is good for dealing damage against shields and stacked enemies. She doesn't die. Her shadow travel is basically an oh shit button that you can press to survive literally anything. If you run Fade to Black in your loadout, you can have it up every few seconds, so you should literally not be dying as Seris at all. Her ult can grab people around corners and set up kills, and yeah, that's Seris's kit. Now we're going to take a look at the other supports. Let's list them out alphabetically just so it's easier. Corvus brings pocket potential, which means healing through people through walls and across the map. He also does a ton of damage and has really good mobility to follow up on any aggression. Furia is basically a damage champion. You can kill so many things as Furia, and her ult gives 30% movement speed and extra damage to her entire team for 8 seconds. It's one of the best ults in the game for letting your team just hold W and kill everything in their way. Grok is a damage champion and isn't really great at supporting, so I can cover that in another video if you guys want, but he's not part of this discussion. Grover is probably the most broken piece of shit in the entire game right now. He does decent healing and he does so much damage. Like if you put Grover against a Victor or Leon at range, Grover wins that. He also has a root every 5 seconds and has insane mobility with his Vine Tech. If you don't know the Vine Tech, I've listed a video in the description below by Fishnet, who explains it really well. Io is underrated. She has good damage, her dog can stun, and her healing output is pretty insane. If you run her Goddess's Blessing talent, which gives DR, you can pretty much guarantee that whoever you're healing is going to win the fight they're in. Genos is kind of a heal bot right now, and the best way to play him is as a damage, kind of like Grok, so we're not going to talk about him here either. Maldamba has good healing, good damage, and stuns on demand with his reload. His ult can set up free kills for his team and make a ton of space. Pip is also underrated. He's honestly got Seris levels of healing, but his ult can kill tanks in 2 seconds. Ray is the bullshit champ right now. She's got decent healing, and she has 2 abilities that pretty much prevent whoever she's healing from dying. She's also an ult battery that allows your team to ult twice as much as they normally would. She's not fun to play against, but she's very powerful. Ying brings a ton of healing, but also brings a decent amount of damage. She can spread out her heals to the entire team and can build her ult very fast, which is basically just a worse version of the Furia ult that still allows her team to just run forward and kill everything. The difference is that she gets hers a lot faster. Now let's revisit what Seris brings. She brings healing. What else does she bring? More healing. Anything else? A buggy ult that most players kind of know how to dodge? Maybe a bit more healing? She brings more healing? Okay, we get it. Seris heals a lot. Walnut, healing is good, right? If I heal my teammates, I'm a good healer and I get big healing numbers. Well, guess what? There are no healers in Paladins. They're called supports because they support, they don't just heal. Seris does not bring any other form of support outside of healing. Why is this a problem? Well, there's this item called Cauterize in the game, and once the enemy team gets Cauterized 2 or 3, your team just does not get as much healing. But Walnut, don't other supports get countered by Cauterize as well? Yes, they do. But the other supports bring more to the table than just healing. People pick Seris for big healing numbers, but once Cauterize comes online, you don't have big heals, and then you don't have anything. You don't bring anything to the table. This is why Seris is considered to be useless after the 1st or 2nd round in higher elo ranked games. She doesn't do anything. She doesn't have consistent damage, her ult is very unreliable and honestly not even great if you hit it, and her escape ability is actually horrible. You get to live, but by the time you move to a safe position and cancel the ability, your team is dead because they're fighting a 4v5. Forcing a Seris to shadow travel is pretty much the same thing as killing her because she's completely out of the fight until she rotates to a safe position. So that's part 1. That's why Seris is actually a bad support champion despite having huge healing numbers. She doesn't do anything other than heal, and she can't heal very well after the first or second round. Now let's move on to the second, spicier part of this video. Oh boy. I feel like I need to say this, but me hating Seris as a champion does not equate to me hating people who play Seris in-game. There have been many times when I've asked people not to play Seris, and they just act like I'm going after their entire family with a machine gun. I hate the champion, not the players. Okay, now let me explain my 3 reasons for hating Seris. Reason number 1, she's free. Yeah, that's an issue I have with her, she's free. Seris is the first support champion many people play. Since she can't do shit other than heal, new players don't know how to support. They only learn how to heal. This means that they struggle a lot when they start to play other supports that don't heal as much, but can do other stuff. Issue number 2, she has so many safety cushions. She has auto aim and infinite range on her heals with mortal reach, and her shadow travel lets her survive anything. This means that Seris doesn't encourage learning good positioning at all, and you have people playing Seris right next to their tanks, taking a ton of damage meant for those tanks, and then running away with shadow travel, looking back, and then seeing their entire team dead. Her safety cushions are a crutch, and new players have a very difficult time getting off of these crutches. I've introduced many friends to Paladins, and this is a trend I have noticed with them. And with the newer players I have on my Discord server, which you guys should come check out by the way, we have a lot of new players. My last issue with her is that she is just so fucking boring. You heal, and once Cauterize comes online, you just heal less. You could literally tape down your heal button and go on a walk, or go to the bathroom, or go make some tea. Seris is brain dead, and I just don't enjoy playing Seris at all. I also find her visual design to be very boring, since she's just this sexualized triangle that they can dress up in different ways and sell skins with. But yeah, that's issue number 3. On a side note, I think that Io is actually the perfect beginner support champion. I made a whole video about how I think the free champions and paladins need to be reworked, and I'd recommend checking that out if this kind of discussion interests you. So that's why I hate Seris. Once again, I'm not hating on Seris players, I'm just hating on Seris. This is my opinion about a champion in a game. Please don't take it personally, please. Anyway, that's pretty much all I have for this video. If you want to talk more, or if you want to find players to play with, join my Discord server in the description below. We have around 140 members now, and there's always someone to play with no matter what level of play you are at. We're trying to make it a welcoming place for players who want to improve at the game. If you like this kind of content, please subscribe. I post champion guides, cool games or clips, and discussions like these every once in a while. My next video will probably be my Genos guide, where I go over how to carry ranked games with Binary Star. If you want to see me play, hop on over to twitch.tv/walnutyellow, and I stream a few nights a week, and I play mostly supports and ranked. So yeah, that's it for today. This is probably the most controversial video I could have made, and it could potentially be suicide for a channel that's about a month old, but it's my channel, so deal with it. Yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Feel free to say hi on Discord or Twitch, and thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Bye-bye.